Welcome, folks. Today we'll discuss about commonly asked interview questions. You can find at least two to three of these in every single interview, and I'm going to provide you answers based on a software engineer's experience. Let's start. First question: why do you want to work for our company? The sample answer includes: I admire your company for its innovation in the specific domain you mentioned, in whichever domain the company is operating in. I'm excited about the opportunity to work on this specific project based on the JD, the job description, and contribute my skills. Your company's culture of continuous learning and growth aligns with my career aspirations, and I believe my experience in the specific area you fill it in with your expertise will help your team achieve its goals. So, whatever I had given here in brackets for every question, please fill it in with your specific experience and your context. Moving on to the next question, describe a time when you faced a conflict at work. In one project, a colleague and I had different opinions on the best approach for implementing a feature. Instead of arguing, I suggested we analyze both solutions and test them with a prototype. After evaluating performance and maintainability, we agreed on a hybrid approach that incorporated best of both ideas. This actually gives how collaborative you are at work while at the same time handling a conflict. So, question 3: how do you handle tight timelines? A sample answer can be: I prioritize my tasks based on urgency and impact, break them into smaller goals, and communicate with my team to ensure alignment. In my last role, we faced a 2 week deadline for a major release. I coordinated with my team, streamlined tasks, and worked efficiently, ensuring we met the deadline without compromising on quality. Next question is: can you describe a challenging project and how you handled it? This is a very common question that anybody will ask in the interviews. A sample answer can be: I worked on optimizing a slow performing legacy system. I conducted a performance analysis, identified bottlenecks, and refactored key components, reduced load time by 50%. I collaborated with the team to implement caching strategies and database optimizations, improving the system's overall efficiency. Once you say this answer, they might probe you, asking more questions on what exactly has been done. Next question: how do you handle feedback? Sample answer could be: I see feedback as an opportunity for growth. In my last role, a senior engineer suggested I improve my documentation practices. I took the advice, refined my documentation process, and received positive feedback from my team for making onboarding easier. The next question: describe a time you had to learn something quickly. Sample answer could be: I was assigned to a project that required a framework I hadn't used before. I dedicated time to tutorials, hands on practice, and pair programming with an experienced colleague. Within a week, I was contributing effectively to the project. So, here actually they will see how quickly you can adopt to a new project when you are assigned to one. How do you handle pressure? I stay calm by breaking tasks into manageable steps and focusing on solutions. In a past project, a critical bug appeared right before a release. I quickly analyzed logs, identified the root cause, and worked with my team to implement a fix, ensuring the launch stayed on schedule. Here, in addition to handling the pressure, they are also showing how we have delivered results. What motivates you as a software engineer? Sample answer could be: I am motivated by solving complex problems and creating efficient solutions that impact users. Seeing my work improve a system's performance or enhance user experience gives me great satisfaction. Moving on, the next question can be: have you ever disagreed with a team decision? How did you handle it? This is one of the common questions as well, in addition to the conflict situation. The sample answer could be: yes, during a project, I believed a different architecture would be more scalable. I presented my case with data and trade offs. After discussions, the team decided to proceed with their approach but incorporated some of my suggestions for future improvements. Here it shows that you might not be a winner all the time, but at the same time you are collaborative to the team's decisions and respect them. Moving on, tell me about a time you failed and what you learned. In a past project, I underestimated the complexity of integrating a third party API. This caused delays. I learned to allocate more time for research and create contingency plans for unforeseen technical challenges. So here you can also talk about, when you have actually failed to recognize a dependency upfront and failed to communicate to that stakeholder. That could be another sample answer as well. I have written this here based on my experience. Tell me about yourself. This is the first question in any interview. I'm a software engineer with 10 years of experience in full stack development. I specialize in add your skills here, and I have worked on projects involving AWS, Azure, whatever technologies you are aware of. Enjoy solving complex problems and collaborating with cross functional teams to deliver efficient software solutions. Recently, I worked on Mention Your project where I improved system performance by 80% or 30%, whatever is applicable here. I'm passionate about learning new technologies and optimizing software for better user experiences. So here it shows your experience, the important projects that you have worked on. Moving on, what are your strengths? Sample answer could be my key strengths include problem solving, adaptability, and collaboration. I excel at debugging complex issues and optimizing code for better performance. Additionally, I thrive in team environments where I can share knowledge and learn from others. For example, in my previous role, I helped implement a new CI/CD pipeline, reducing deployment time by 40%. Next question is, what is your biggest weakness? This is one of the common questions as well. Sample answer could be, I sometimes focus too much on perfecting my code, which can slow down my pace. However, I have learned to balance perfection with efficiency by setting clear priorities and using feedback from peers to iterate quickly. How do you stay up to date with technology trends? This has become nowadays a common question with AI and technologies that are coming every single day, and the industry and market changing very often. Sample answer could be, I stay updated by following industry blogs, participating in online courses, and contributing to open source projects. I also attend tech meetups and conferences to learn from experts and network with other professionals. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm not sure if they're still asking this question, but let's see a sample answer. I see myself growing into a leadership role, mentoring junior developers and working on high impact projects. I also aim to deepen my expertise in whatever technology may be here. You can add generative AI and contribute to open source or industry innovations. Question 16. How do you handle working with non-technical stakeholders? Sample answer could be, I simplify technical concepts and focus on business impact. For example, when working with a product manager, I explain trade-offs in terms of speed, cost, and user experience rather than technical jargon. Next question is, how do you ensure clear communication with your team? Sample answer could be, I use clear, concise messaging, active listening, and documentation. I also use tools like Slack and Jira to keep everyone aligned. Regular stand ups help address blockers and ensure transparency. What do you enjoy most about software engineering or about your job? This is also one of the common questions. I enjoy the problem solving aspect, breaking down complex challenges and building efficient, scalable solutions. I also love the continuous learning that comes with new technologies and evolving best practices. How do you prioritize your tasks? I use a mix of urgency and impact to prioritize, often follow agile methodologies and break tasks into sprints. If multiple tasks demand my attention, I discuss priorities with stakeholders to ensure alignment. Moving on, why should we hire you? Sample answer could be my experience in mention the relevant skills from the JD, my ability to solve complex problems, and my passion for continuous improvement make me a great fit. I bring a strong work ethic, adaptability, and a collaborative mindset that will contribute to your team's success. Whatever answers I try to give here are generic. You add your specific projects and your experience to those to make them more deeper, and when you get a probing or next set of questions or follow-up questions, you should be able to answer rightly on them. All the best for your interview. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do so.